tried to respawn the dragon in hardcore when a glitch locked me in the end forever. What is happening? But somehow, we made it out in the most incredible way. This is either gonna be the most glorious moment in all of Minecraft ever, or it's gonna be really hard to watch.
Welcome back to another tutorial on my channel, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how Loony got stuck in the end dimension and how you can fix that, how he got out, and how you can get out much easier. Yeah, so let's get started. What we need now is 4 end crystals. Yes, so we placed the last one. We are just waiting till the exact moment that Loony logged out. It doesn't even matter. We can log out at any moment. The effect will be the same. We log back in. And what will happen? The Ender Dragon revival animation is frozen. The end crystals are not appearing anymore. These end crystals are supposed to be invulnerable. So if you are in survival mode and try to hit them, you can't. They are not even there. I mean, the hitbox of this crystal is over there. But it is not true, because this crystal actually is still here physically. It has the bounding box that can interact with blocks, but the hitbox that can interact with player or other entities is over there. And even if you hit that, you can actually hit that, because to hit something, actual real entity, what is this thing right here? This is the thing that has the collision box and the hitbox. You need those in the same place, so you can hit that. This is an invulnerable ender crystal, really old glitch. I think it got introduced right when with the ender dragon respawning system. They are pretty cool because they always point 0, 128, 0. So they will always, no matter where they are, they will always point towards 0, 0. This is actually a really cool way of finding out where 0, 0 is on your world if you don't use a free tip for Loony. You can just push one of them to the end portal and have them in the overworld. I will show that later. So, what Loony did, even if we take our bow and try to shoot it, we won't get any effect. Even if we try shooting the actual hitbox, no, nothing will happen, because you need both of those in the same place. So you can shoot them whatever you want, they will just get your arrows and never disappear. You can damage them in any way. There's only one way to get rid of these crystals. Actually, there are two. So, the first way is to use them for respawning, and the other way is to leave them here. Let the dragon ritual go through, and they will just be the normal crystals again. Okay, but how do we do that? What did Loony end up doing that it costed him a lot of hours in the end dimension? So Loony ended up thinking, maybe I try shooting some of the crystals in the middle.
We're not giving up on it yet. No stress. We're gonna try and shoot one of the crystals in the middle. I don't want to get too close. Okay, I think that will do it, guys.
Simplest solution to the problem, really, is to just go to the middle. Right now, you have all those 4 crystals, running the animation, everything you have to do. You don't even have to be in the middle, okay? All you have to do is to grab any sort of block that ender crystal can be placed on and place it on that block in anywhere in the entire dimension. Because every time you place an ender crystal in the end dimension, the game checks whether or not you can respawn the ender dragon. I have actually used this mechanic quite a lot in my episode 50 that is not out yet, but you should subscribe and to not miss that thing, because I killed 5,000 ender dragons for 5,000 subscribers. Seriously, no one did a better 5,000 subscribers special. Okay, and now we have our dragon back. Everything worked fine. So what Loony ended up doing is letting the dragon animation go for a while, I think almost to the finish, but we don't need this that long. He logged out, logged back in, he joins back in, and shoots the crystals in the middle. So right now, the dragon respawning animation can continue. It is frozen, and if you try placing one ender crystal here, nothing happens. If the 4 other were here, the animation would restart again. Actually, even if you place an ender crystal anywhere in the entire end dimension. But since there are no ender crystals in here, you need to have them back here again. So the simplest solution to all of that is to just start it over again and just place 4 crystals like you normally do. But what if you don't have the access to 4 crystals? Oh, you just need 2 end crystals. Yeah, just 2 are enough. 1, 2, and this way the animation is starting again. Just a friendly reminder, only 3.3% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you don't want to miss my future amazing uploads, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always unsubscribe if you get tired of my content. Enjoy the video. That is how you can get out with only 2 crystals. Okay, but now we don't have 2 crystals. We have 1 ender crystal. Yes? What do? We can't get out having 1 ender crystals because like we need at least 2 as we just established. We need 2 on the diagonal right here. And we have 1 accessible to us. So what do we do in that situation? All we have to do is go to one of those towers, build a small flying machine and make it fly towards the middle. Once we reach the middle, disable the flying machine, build up. In survival mode, you don't have to worry about punching the crystal because if you punch it in survival mode, nothing will happen. If you punch it in creative, it's going to remove it, but in survival mode, you can't damage it at all. Okay, let's push it down, place another block light here, push it down.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. And another one.
We push it all the way down, and now the final push.
Few inches later.
Okay, so we have the ender crystal here, but we want it 1 block further in that direction. Couple blocks further in that direction. Yeah, now we should be able to push it further into the floor. Now we have pushed that in here. It is right in this space, but we needed 1 additional block, so we push that like that, and now we push it from the side. Okay, the problem we are facing now is the fact that ender crystals are pretty wide. They're actually almost 2 blocks wide, so we can barely push them in here, and nothing will happen if you push them even further. Yeah, as you can see, we can't push them anywhere else right now. Can we respawn the ender dragon now? No, that did not work. So what you have to do right now is go grab another ender crystal from one of those pillars, repeat the exact same thing, and at the end of it, you should have something like this. So all you have to do now is just place the 1 end crystal you have in your inventory in this corner right here. And the ender dragon respawning animation is on its way. But of course, that is like using some line of code in the game that are working wrong, that you can just respawn the ender dragon with 2 crystals, but you still need 1 to place. And because those crystals are so wide, you need 2 of them to actually try using the 3rd one. Yeah, so no matter what you do, you always need at least 1 crystal to respawn the ender dragon because you have to trigger the animation. And without 1 ender crystal, that trigger is not going to happen. Unfortunately, if you are stuck in the end dimension with no crystals at all, the best thing you can do is go jump to the void. If you are in survival mode, if you are in hardcore, then I have bad news for you. You can't escape, really. Just to be safe, always keep purple crystals in your ender chest. This is something that I actually will start doing on my own survival server. So we want to go a little bit more in depth about end crystal as a little bonus at the end. So what we have to do is kill the ender dragon again and try respawning it again. Okay, and now what you do, you don't even have to log out because this method actually works on both servers and where you don't have the access to log out as quickly, and in single player where you could just log out. But what you have to do is do this. Just move it out of the way. As you can see, I moved it a little bit to the side, and it is still existing after the ender dragon animation. Now when we kill the ender dragon, it is still existing in here. And what you can do with it is to push it even further down to the very portal. Of course, when it is lit up. Okay, now just push it over. It should be in the middle. And it is now in the overworld. We go through and we find this in our overworld. Yeah, it is still invulnerable. You can punch it in survival, you can shoot it with a bow, blow it up with TNT, do anything to it you want. It is not going away. If it is in overworld, the only way to get rid of it is to push it back to the end portal and use it for dragon respawning. So right now what you can do with it is just play around. It is always going to be pointing towards 0, 0, 0, 128, 0. So it's always pointing to the exact middle of the world. no matter where you are, no matter how many millions of blocks you are from the spawn, it is always going to point towards exact middle of the every single Minecraft world. Of course, it is limited by render distance, so you are not going to see it at 0, from millions of blocks away, but it is still really cool. Okay, as you can see, those crystals are not going to work with nether portals, so you can't get them in the nether, unfortunately. In vanilla game, of course. In vanilla game, you can't get them in the nether. That is quite unfortunate, but you can get them both in the overworld and in the end dimension. As you can see, here we have this small end portal I've created with comments, and all we have to do now is just push it over that portal, punch out the blocks below it so we can push it down, and as you can see, it went to the end and it is chilling right here on the starting platform. That's it for today's tutorial or Minecraft Explained video. Yes, I plan to do a Minecraft Explained series, but this series is really getting delayed, so subscribe if you want to see it happen. If many people start asking me to do that series, I might start working on it more, but right now I don't feel really motivated to work on that. So subscribe if you want to see me explain Minecraft in a better way and put my knowledge into videos. So that's it for today's video. Take care, see you next time.